Happy New Year, everybody. Paul here from Ballistic Blood Bullets, back with a ballistic bang in 2013, and a very, very Happy New Year to everybody. The reason for this video today, not only to wish you all a prosperous and Happy New Year, but a video entry for a contest. And this is for Czech 83F. Philip, a nice guy from Canada, and who, like most of us, really enjoys a whole diversity of movies, stars and genres. And on this theme, he is kindly running a cool contest with some excellent prizes, some really nice movies to pick up, or the opportunity to pick up by entering his contest. And these films are all up for grabs in his 200 subscribers contest, which now is well over 200 and very, very well deserved. So congratulations, Philip, Czech 83F. And anyone who has not subscribed to Philip yet, make sure you make your move over to his channel and make him your Czech mate. Now, for us, in order for us to share in the goodness of his channel and the opportunity to win one of the fantastic movies he has on offer, what he is asking of us is to name or share with him our favourite actor or actress and or our favourite genre of movie of theirs that they star in, appear in, are associated with. Now for me, I suspect, like many others of you as well, there are many, many to choose from. So I decided to do something a little bit retro, hence the DVD cover that we've been looking at for quite some time now. And my favourite that I'm going for is this chap here, who may be known to some, but I suspect not well known to most. But the person in question here, and you can tell it's some hard hitting ballistic blood bullet action goodness in the form of Euro action star, Italian hero Maurizio Merli. And this is one of his hard hitting all action 70s cop drama flicks, violent Naples, one of very many that he made during the 70s. And this is a time when things were not so politically correct, and pretty much anything went. And when anything goes, as far as bad guys are concerned, you want Maurizio Merli definitely on your side. So the time is the 70s, the genre is Euro cop action, and the actor that I'm putting forward is Maurizio Merli, a star of many an Italian hard-hitting, no-nonsense, violent crime movie, where he was the lead in the role of generally a commissario, police detective, in largely self-judicial delivery of justice against the criminal scum, policing the streets and terrorising the cities. Now, Maurizio was often compared to megastar and fellow countryman Franco Nero, not only in look but in style of acting and choice of movies. But Maurizio Merli was a star in his own right, and one who will be remembered by a huge following for his decade reign of delivering fierce all-action films with Dirty Harry amped up, similarity like a snake juiced up on an attitude, and tattooed, etched across his knuckles, just for criminals to remember him by, when fist meets with face. Now, Maurizio Merli worked with some of Italy's action great directors: Umberto Lenzi, Stelvio Massi, Marino Girolami, and under the direction of Sergio Martino, he even starred in one of the best spaghetti westerns ever made during the 70s, and that was in 1977, a film called Menaga, aka A Man Called Blade, which in many ways is quite apt because Maurizio's character not only sported 6 guns but also axes, and he wielded them with great aplomb and with his usual attitude, and that was take out the bad guy first. So anyway, we've been lingering on this violent Naples for long enough. Let's look at some more of the films of Maurizio Merli, and just picked out a selection. I mean, during the 70s he made pretty much 20 odd all action police cop dramas. Less of a drama really, more of an action. Well, they are action movies, and they are violent action movies. They're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but as I say, we're looking at movies that were directed by the likes of Umberto Lenzi, and they are very, very good movies. These 3 films here on DVD are from the early part of the 70s. These were made around 74, 75, 76, and they are amongst the very best you can choose from the 70s cop, crime, action, crime on the street movies. And as I say, Maurizio Merli's name really stands out loud and proud as far as this genre of movie is concerned. Now let's just move into some of his latter movies made during the 70s and look at some Japanese VHS goodness, which is really the best way, and still predominantly the only way, to get these later made 70s movies. We're looking at movies that were 77 to 80, and they're very difficult to come by, and they're not generally available, and certainly not officially available on VHS, sorry, not on VHS, on DVD or Blu-ray. It would be awesome to have a Blu-ray box set collection of the crime films of the 70s, and certainly I'd be first in the queue if there were a box set delivered for Maurizio Merli. And this just gives you a feel of the action that we have in these movies, and this one is directed by Stelvio Massi and a highway racer is a bit of a change of gear actually for Maurizio. I mean, this is actually, I believe, the only film that he actually made without his customary moustache, and he was clean shaven in this film. But as I say, it's a change of gear literally for Merli in this one, and it has Massi, Stelvio Massi at his finest here, and our star Maurizio Merli is a pursuit cop, and he's frustrated, as he normally is in these movies, by the system, by his police chief, and by his colleagues at his lack of responsive vehicle, no less, his pursuit vehicle to get the bad guys. Hence the clue in the title, Highway Racer. So what he does, he lets his pent-up frustration, he deals with it, and decides to go rogue in a souped-up, supercharged motor vehicle akin to Mad Max, and with it he takes out the criminals with foot to the metal, action aplenty, and both star Merli and action stunt coordinator Stelvio Massi, also director, are in their elements here. Stelvio Massi really built up his career as being a action stunt coordinator before becoming a director, but it was a natural progression for him. Just moving along to look at more 70s Merli action. Here we have quite a rare title. This one is a difficult one to come by. On VHS here it is called The Sicilian Boss, but it's also known as From Corleone to Brooklyn, and it's a 1979 movie, and it is directed by Umberto Lenzi, who many will know more for his strong made cannibal films during the 70s and 80s, but he was extremely adept at the crime action movie as well, which he also made several of during the 70s. Now, From Corleone to Brooklyn, as I say, directed by Lenzi, starring Merli, and Merli's character has to protect and deliver a low-life criminal to testify against a mafia head. And of course the journey is between Italy and New York, very fraught, and they run a gauntlet literally of traps and attempts to kill them en route to delivery. Hollywood MGM star of many a cracking war movie and action film during the 40s and 50s, no less, Van Johnson appears in this one later in his career, but he's still got the star quality, and he appears as a stoic lieutenant alongside the ever cool Maurizio Merli. And again, talking of Hollywood stars, in this one we have a recognisable to many fans of 60s and 70s TV and films, David Janssen. And this movie is called Operation 7, but it is better known as Covert Action, and it's a film made in 1978, and it's directed by Romolo Guilleria, and it has, as I say, David Janssen as the lead star, and alongside him, unusually so, as a co-star, is Maurizio Merli. This really is a vehicle for David Janssen. And another Euro stalwart as well alongside him is Arthur Kennedy, who was another person who tended to pop up in these films during this period quite a lot, and he generally was the jaded police officer, the commissioner, and he made quite a few movies with some of the great stars of the 70s, and did appear in quite a few of Maurizio Merli's movies. So that is David Janssen in Covert Action. Getting towards the end of the 70s, but nonetheless the pace and the structure, the violence and the enjoyability of these movies still reigned strong from the Euro stable of Italian filmmaking. This particular title is a very, very difficult one to come by. It is Hunted City in its English title, and again it's directed by the magnificent Stelvio Massi, of course starring Maurizio Merli, and this one was written by Marino Girolami, who, to fans of Euro cinema during the 70s, 80s and 90s, will be aware that Marino Girolami is none other than the father to action great director Enzo G. Castellari, who would generally be recognised and remembered for his incredible post-nuke futuristic movies, particularly the Bronx Warriors films. If you haven't seen the Bronx Warriors films, you are missing out, and you need to pick those up. And just sit back, turn your brain off, put it in a jar next to you in a chair, pick up your favourite brew, snacks, and enjoy. But this one is Haunted City, and it is a cracking movie. Now, last but by no means least, we have, of course, Maurizio back, looking a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and it is a film made right at the end of the action 70s genre. This one actually creeps into 1980. Again, seems appropriate to go out with a movie directed by Silvio Merli, and this is one of the last great Euro crime films. It's called The Rebel, and it's 1980. Stars Maurizio at his height of his career, and this one has him, his character, as a veteran cop investigating a murder in Berlin, and he is hunted down by gangsters, enemies, etc., and has to fight them all in order to survive. Great action, fabulous stuff. This is a mint condition Japanese VHS original tape, and it is a glorious movie. Action from start to finish. You would expect no less from the team of Silvio Merli and Maurizio Merli, but this is definitely quality 70s, early 80s crime action at its finest. And this is my entry, please, for Philippe, aka Czech 83F, for his 200 subscribers contest, and wishing everybody who has taken the time to enter a video all the very best. And thank you to Philippe for kindly allowing us the opportunity to enter his contest. Do stop along at his channel, do say hello, check out his videos. Really good guy, and definitely worth checking him out. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Happy New Year to you all. May 2013 be prosperous, fulfilling, and may all stay healthy and well. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye for now.